Hey, Seth, Miranda here for Adorama TV at my studio here in New York City, where they just walked in and handed me the Flashpoint XPLOR 300 Pro. So there's a 300 watt-second battery-powered mono light. It also has a bicolor LED modeling light in it, so you have about 10 steps of incremental power, as well as going from 3,000 Kelvin to 6,000 Kelvin in the color temperature. So even though I'm at home here in my studio, I wanted to pretend like I was out on location because it's such a small unit. It's about the size of a large lens. So I was thinking more like what could fit in my bag? Just one backpack, one light, a nano stand from Manfrotto, and one modifier, and then just see how it performs. Since it's that direct mount, I went with an easy box system. So we have a 25-inch deep parabolic as our key light because we only are using one light source. I used it to shape her face how I want to get in the shadows and the fall off of her cheekbone and bone structure in general. Then I cleaned up those shadows using a piece of foam core to reflect the residual light back in. You might know that reflector as the Brooklyn reflector if you've watched anything else here on Adorama TV. And once we got those real clean headshots nice and close, I wanted to back off and see what the light spread would be like to get more of a full body of her sitting on a stool. The light was obviously going to fall off faster, so I slowed down my shutter speed to get more of the ambient light to spill in to look like we're filling it in using just the light coming through the windows. And so using shutter speed for my ambient and keeping the light in TTL with the aperture I was set to, everything stayed in balance. So this is pretty much a daylight studio, so I wanted to work with the ambient light, and because I'm working with ambient light, it's going to keep changing and shifting, especially coming through the windows as a background behind our model Val. So I put it into TTL, I set my exposure to get the windows how I wanted them to look, a little underexposed, just having the light peer through the shears, and then light her up solely with the strobe. And that's pretty much how I acted the entire time for this shoot, just using TTL to control the power of the strobe, while using my shutter speed and ISO to control the ambient light coming through from the background. Even though it has this optical sensor up here for S1 and S2 modes and has this sync port right here, as well as a USB-C for firmware updates, it is in the R2 trigger family. So if you're already in the Flashpoint system, it's the same trigger. This plugs right into your already existing system and you're good to go to expand what you have going on even further. This 5/8 pivot socket right here actually removes. So if you wanted to, you could expose a 1/4-20 female socket to grip it in any other way you needed to. So that's going to do it for me. If you have any questions for me about my experience with the XPLOR 300 Pro from Flashpoint, hit me with a comment down below. I'll see you down there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video around, and I'll see you guys next time. So even though okay, here we go. No Easter egg.